Hey, this is Tyler with TJack Survival, and today we're going to show you how to cook a fish on an open fire with no utensils, so stay tuned. Alright, broski.
Do you want to explain what's going on then?
Show me how to do this. You're the pro.
Okay, so you got the bum hole right here.
The poo hole.
The poo hole.
It's the official name.
The official name is the poo hole. So you've got that. So you're going to take your knife and you insert it. This is kind of a bigger knife than I usually use for it, but this is the knife I take camping a lot of the time. So.
What knife is that? I know people are going to ask me that question.
Okay, so this is a Spyderco Bushcraft knife.
Turn it sideways so we can see it. Whoop. Very nice. Spyderco Bushcrafter. Bushcrafter.uk knife.
Yeah, so I got this probably, oh man, 6 years ago.
Yeah?
On sale. And I've used it ever since, taken it on backpacking trips. So it's the main knife I use. So you just take that and you just get right up underneath the skin and you just gut all the way up. Just make a little incision, right? And trout come ready-made to eat.
Should jump into it right now?
I mean, ready-made to gut. They're easy.
There you go.
So you go up to here, right?
I'll jump into it.
And then right up underneath here, you've got the gills, right? You're going to take your knife. You're going to slit. If I can, hopefully this, watch, it probably won't work.
Here's a fighter.
Yeah, so then I'm going to go and I'm going to grab like this. If I can get it. And then you just, oh, yep, and it didn't work, obviously. So the one time I do it on camera. So we're just going to do this. Usually you gut up there and you pull back.
Takes all the guts with it, huh?
Takes all the guts with it, but we're just going to do this.
Yeah, I end up running my thumb up the back and down the spine and it gets all the little stuff out of it.
Yeah, we're just going to do that. Ugh.
Now tell them what type of fish this is.
This is a brook trout.
Does it have scales?
No, it's more got a skin.
Yep.
It's an absolutely gorgeous fish. So, I mean, it's gonna taste great. And see, like, so once you pull all that out, right?
Yep.
You've got a nice clean area. So what you do is I just put them in the water, and then I make sure everything's out. And then there's actually a blood vein along the top that I just run my finger along.
And run your thumbnail up the back of it.
Run a thumbnail back along the back of it, right along the spine, and then you just pop it out. And there is lunch. So,
spam.
and the nice thing about this is, honestly, is the fish in alpine lakes, they struggle finding food, so they're pretty easy to catch generally. But like this right here is not going to go to waste. So some fish is going to smell that, come along and grab it.
Chomp it right up.
So none of the animals going to waste. It's getting used.
This is a predatory fish too.
There you go. That is lunch. Take a little stick or a piece of twine, pop it up right underneath there.
There you go.
And then we cook them up.
All right, so the first thing we need to do is have a fire. I have Ethan with me. Come on over, Ethan. I'm going to show him how to use flint and steel. We're literally going to use the steel in the back of his knife. Grab a chair. I have this nice big chunk of quartz rock right here, and some char cloth that I made earlier. Char cloth, if you're wondering how to make it, go to my channel. There's a how to make char cloth section. Just click on that and it will show you. These are M16 patches, so that's what I'm using there. Okay, so what he's gonna do, gonna take your knife out. He's gonna take the rock and find a nice sharp edge. Let me get a little close up on this. So what he's going to do is he's going to take the rock, find a nice sharp edge, like right here, something that he can get access to, and then using the back of the knife, drop it and slide it down until a spark goes from the knife to the rock. Now, fair warning, you will beat your blade up by doing this, but he's got a demo blade that he wants to beat up to show you how to do it. This is something it's good to know. If all you have is a rock and some char cloth in your knife, you can come up with some fire. So let's go show them how to do it. Like this, with the back of the knife is gonna spark it. But first, I gotta show him how to come up with a spark. There you go.
Put that out.
So he's gonna find a sharp edge, probably like right there, and just drop it onto that thing. Until he pulls a spark. There's a couple little sparks coming off of it.
Let's see what it does.
Get some sparks. Got a couple rocks we can use. You getting sparks? You like chip it.
There we go.
Anything that you can find, like flint, obsidian, quartz, that's just hard enough to pull a piece of metal off the back of your knife and oxidize it will start the fire. I have another little chunk here that's smaller. Had some crystals on it.
Got some good sharp edges.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna try that smaller chunk. And then basically he's gonna fold this char cloth over it. There you go. And as soon as one of the sparks jumps off of there and onto the rock, or onto the char cloth, we'll have a fire. While he's making a spark onto that char cloth, I'm gonna make a nest. I pre-collected some juniper bark. You can use juniper bark or cottonwood or whatever. But I have to have a place to put that ember once it's started, so grab some of this stuff here. Not too much of it. And around here there's lots of dry grass and different pieces of bark and stuff you can use, but I keep this in this bag because it's waterproof. And that way if I run into an emergency need for fire, I have some pretty solid stuff that will burn quick. You getting it?
It's sparking, but it's not.
Put it on the top and the bottom.
So what?
You want char cloth on the top and the bottom.
Oh, like that?
Yep.
All right.
That way if the spark goes up or down, you'll catch it. Just kind of ricochet off it. Just keep tapping until it catches one.
Okay.
Change your angle like this. There's one right there.
Perfect.
Okay. Now hold that.
All right.
I'll sit right here. While that sits and burns for a second or two, I got my nest super ground up and ready to take the char. There is the char cloth, the ember inside of it. The wind is already kind of blowing. So I've got heat and fuel, now I need oxygen to complete my fire triangle. You already see it smoking because what's happening is it's hot in there. That little coal is hot. It's drying out that last 10% of water per volume in the bark material. So I'm just chilling for a minute, letting the wind kind of blow through it. And as that starts to smoke better, I'll add more oxygen and we will speed up that process. That will give us some flame right there. You can see the flame. Okay, let's move that to our little teepee. I'm doing a shelf fire. Basically, I have some logs here, then I set it up on a shelf. So just super simple, stupid. Once these little sticks ignite, then we'll go from there. And when you blow on this, don't just blow into it or come back in your face. You tip your head down and blow from underneath, and that'll get it to grow. should have prepared a fire a little more before we started, but whatever. Okay, good blow on that.
Yep.
All right, now while that's building up, I'm gonna burn up the fire. I'm gonna put small sticks, like 2 inches to the diameter of the wrist in diameter, about the length of your forearm roughly, and I'm gonna burn those down to coals. Once they're coals, and I have a little bit of white ash, and the flame is basically gone, then we can cook the fish. Now this thing's been cooking for a while, and it is burnt down. You can't see it, but it is really hot, like an oven, but there's no flame. So what we're gonna do with our fish, little dudes right there, is just cook them right inside of that coal right there, okay? And that basically is gonna work a bit like an oven. And then I'll grab my little stick, roll some of these larger coals up on top of them, and it really is that simple. You burn it down to coals. You put the coals on the top and the bottom of the fish. That is almost too hot for me to reach in. You got a bigger stick?
Yeah, let me grab one.
So you put them in on the top and the bottom of the fish, and it will cook them like they are inside of an oven.
There you go.
There's a big stick. And the key is to try and not get the ash down inside of the split, but just to tuck them down right inside of, tuck it all down right on top of them. And now we wait. Now this is gonna take a little bit of time because it's like an oven, so you're baking them. So half an hour to an hour, sometimes more. The way that you tell is the pink sticky looking part of the meat right there will start to shift apart in sections. And once that happens, you're good to go. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'll get a little closer. Hear it sizzling like it's on a frying pan. All right, so I'm gonna sit back and let that cook for a little bit, and then we're gonna eat some fish. That is the little fishies. The little tails and kind of burned away, which is fine because you don't really eat that anyway. So, Ethan, you ready to try these suckers out?
Yeah, I'm ready to try it out.
You just let them cook there for a while like an oven, and
Just peel that back.
yeah, go ahead and put them on a flat rock.
All right, let's see what we got a flat rock wise. This bad boy right here.
And then you're gonna want to roll them. So you put them on a flat rock, and then you're gonna want to peel the skin back on the side because the meat's between the skin and the bones on the inside.
Let's do this. All right. You know what?
So just kind of peel it right there.
All right.
Probably a little bit warm still.
Not bad.
You just pulled it right out of the oven, basically. If you have some sort of oil or some sort of butter, you want to put it right in the middle there when you cook it. Kind of helps it to cook. Here, I'll grab a piece. I ain't scared.
Here, go ahead.
So I can do this while or hold it so I don't roll it off on the ground.
There you go.
See how that's pulling apart right there? That way you know it's cooked.
Comes right off the bone.
That's good. We'll keep eating some of that. That's really good.
Sorry, I'm gonna get in there real quick. Yeah.
All right, what's your
Man
thoughts
piece.
on the cooking without equipment with fish?
Oh, it's great. Easy.
Try it. See
Yeah.
what you taste.
That's a good lunch.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So all you do is make a big fire, burn it down to these little coals, and I can feel heat from clear back here. Kind of surround the fish on the back, bottom, and top, but not on the inside, and then cook them. All right, man.
Don't worry about the bones a little bit.
Yeah, it's not a lot of water in it. Very nice. This is a heavy cover pot that I have that goes with this canteen, and this is 100% titanium. They even have a titanium lid for it, but I just don't have it on there. But the one thing I really like about this is this little lid right here, because that way I can put that all right in the fire and I don't get ash in my food. That is worth its weight in gold. The other thing too is these are so incredibly lightweight, and titanium dissipates heat so fast. We put it down on there in about 2 or 3 seconds we can hear it boiling already, because the heat just goes right through the titanium into the water. And you can see it's pretty warm still here, but my hands are here, because by the time the heat's transferred down here, it cools off. So titanium dissipates heat really, really fast, which makes it phenomenal for cooking. All right, I'm gonna eat this stuff. Okay guys, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. And thank you for watching TJack Survival. Yum.
Let me grab a better flat rock.